Jupiter direct. Want a miracle? You can change your life. You can make miracles happen. You just have to know where to look. Look beyond and just realize what your Jupiter initiates you to do, especially now when it's going to go direct in Capricorn this 12th, 13th September 2020. Ever wish you could make yourself lucky? Then look no further. Look no further than yourself. Your power is with you all along. There's a true self deep down inside you, a real, authentic self only you can sense. It's that vision of yourself you feel when you know your thoughts and your actions are genuine. You are actually working with the purity of your intent. It's that inner sense, that conviction, which prompts to do the right thing. Your true self can keep you going even in the darkest of times. Sometimes you're so close to it that you can feel it, you can touch or even taste it. It's a great feeling to sense that your outside matches that real and perfect self inside, which actually we call serenity. As long as you stay in touch with your true self, listening to every word of wisdom, it tells you you'll have a lifetime's opportunity to learn, to expand your vision, to challenge yourself, and to experience that happiness. So, how can you expand to your full potential? There are many routes, and one of the best ways I've found is to apply the art and science of astrology. Astrology, if used correctly, isn't just about discovering your character and personality. It's also about making the right decision about the change, about creating a life that uniquely satisfies you. It's about participating in your own fate. The planetary movement in your natal chart is forever guiding you every day. You're always changing, always making choices, evolving. For better or for worse, you are the captain of your own ship. You cannot change the past, although you may heal its effects. But as far as the future is concerned, the world is your oyster. Now, Jupiter's sign is your personal roadmap to luck and success. All you need to do is read the instructions for your sign, check in with your natal chart, and that provides a template for the changes that you need to make now. So, delving into what Jupiter heralds for you is the new information or the new news that you can co use, and putting the information into practice will help you find luck and success in life, no matter how hard the road has been this far. So, what does it mean technically? So, what does Jupiter tell us? It protects us, it inspires us, and gives us lucky breaks. It's very well written in our scriptures. If you bring forth what is within you, what you bring forth will save you. If you do not bring forth what is within you, what you do not bring forth will destroy you. So it says, be convinced of the person you are, of the talents that you have, and bring it forth and utilize it. You may be familiar with other sun sign, your moon and ascendant or rising sign, which are considered the most important positions after your sun sign. But for me, your Jupiter is the most important. Think about it. Jupiter gives off 9 times the radiation it receives from the sun. Following the traits of your Jupiter sign increases your luck ninefold. The news from Jupiter is brilliant, it's good. Success is yours for the asking. All you have to do is act like your Jupiter sign and follow its instructions of how it guides us. And you will find your luck, your success, and the magic drawn to you. That's the gift of the Jupiter's bounty. Your motivation comes from the sun, that is your sun sign. But how you succeed in bringing about that success comes from Jupiter, which is your Jupiter sign in the natal chart. Now, sun is personality, Jupiter is your potential. Sun is very descriptive, Jupiter is prescriptive. Jupiter is all about inspiring action and results. When you act like your Jupiter sign, you can create miracles in your life. No matter what your sun sign is, you have a Jupiter sign, which is ultimately more important. It's actually the deciding factor of your destiny. Sun is character, Jupiter is your destiny. Why is Jupiter so great and so powerful? Well, from the macrocosm of the universe to the microcosm of your life, Jupiter's effect is awesome. It emits frequencies radiating more energy than even the sun's frequencies. Jupiter is, in fact, its own sun. Its own sun. Scientists believe that Jupiter formed from the same mass of material as the sun. Its mass is 1300 times greater than that of our Earth. It's Midas like. It expands everything that it touches or blows on. It acts big and generously too. Now, ancient Greeks and Romans called Jupiter the planet of benevolence. Modern day astrologers call Jupiter the planet of beneficence. Jupiter is above all very, very helpful to your own psyche. It saves our lives every day. Scientists argue that Jupiter has protected Earth from mass destruction for millennia. Its gravitational field is so powerful that it physically pulls asteroids aimed right at us off their course and deflects them to outer space. It does the same energetically in our life or to our psyche, to our inner energies. What might you consider to be destructive asteroids threatening your life is the question you need to ask to yourself. Which are the obstacles that are in your path? Jupiter protects, saves, and makes you lucky. We are made of molecules that were once stars. It's impossible not to be affected by such a powerful environment as this great universe in which we live. Now, Jupiter, like every planet, flows in and out of direct and retrograde motion. While certain planets like Mercury, Venus, or Mars, they tend to disrupt our vibe here on Earth, Jupiter has a more subtle effect. Still, it can be just as potent. Now, as the energy of this giant ball of blessings turns inward for the duration of the retrograde, about 4 months per year, I see this as an extra special gift. Even if you feel teased by the universe, if you used correctly, the Jupiter retrograde months can actually help you solidify your inner conviction, your faith, and optimism for a brighter world and future, both personally and collectively. We all get to cash in on this amazing gift as soon as Jupiter turns direct. So during the Mars retrograde, which happened on the 9th, it advised us to relax, contemplate, and recharge our batteries. Now, when the Jupiter is going direct, it is slowly helping us to unfold our plans, and it really helps us expand exponentially. Use the power of Jupiter's forward movement wisely. You need to understand the significance of the Jupiter's power when he turns direct on September 13, 2020 in Capricorn. So if you are aware where your Jupiter was in your natal chart, and now that when it is transiting, where it is posited, where is your Capricorn house in your natal chart, you'll be able to know exactly what are you required to do and which part of your life actually now needs to be focused on. So make your plans and be convinced that they will work. This will also help you become independent. Now, within a month of Jupiter turning direct, your plans will start manifesting and reaping the rewards. You will start seeing that the things are actually turning towards your favor. Whatever you have envisioned, or whatever focus or concentration, whichever part of your life you're putting in, that has started reaping good rewards. You will realize that just as soon as you started to have faith in yourself and your inner gifts, everything began to fall into place. The answers were always inside of you all along. You just had to believe. So, in the retrograde period, you found those answers in yourself and you believed in those answers. So, now when the Jupiter is going to start going direct, you need to start executing whatever you believe in. Life is good, it's brilliant. After all, Jupiter is finally going direct, so you can heave a huge sigh of relief. Go ahead, trust your inner core, and do exactly what you feel like doing. And trust me, once you start utilizing your talents and your potentials in the purest form, you will start even reaping those rich benefits. So now when Jupiter turns direct in Capricorn, what does it tell us? It tells us abundance through responsibilities, by taking responsibility of your actions, being optimistic, and if you have that hope, expansion is bound to follow. So, expansion is for you to seize, provided you delve with responsibility and be realistic, optimistic about your talents and about your potentials. Now, Jupiter is retrograde every year for several months, during which this planet, normally bountiful energies, are not quite so abundant. During its retrograde period, we tend to focus on being grateful for what we already have rather than hoping for more. Now, with Jupiter now turning direct once more, however, opportunities to reap further abundance are returning back. In astrology, Jupiter is the planet of joviality, humor, expansion, generosity, and wisdom, as well as luck and abundance. So, with Jupiter currently transiting Capricorn, that most restricted and structured sign of the zodiac, all of these things are expressed in a solid, constructive, responsible way. So, when Jupiter turns direct in Capricorn, it is through responsibility and your dedicated, disciplined behavior, laced with determination, is most likely going to reap abundance for each one of you. Don't forget that we are not only talking about abundance in financial terms here, although that is a part of it, we can also receive abundance via our good behavior, improving our health. There can be an abundance of love and affection, so relationships improve, profound companionships can be formed, and profuse recognition, popularity for our hard work. So, our hard work will also be recognized. So, when Jupiter turns direct during its transit through Capricorn, we see that doing the right thing in the right way tends to work in our favor. Having said that, Jupiter's astrological energy is also focused on pushing the limits so that it can expand. So you need to work hard and push your limits. Where this meets Capricorn's rigid structures, there is a scope for pushing back limits and gaining greater freedom in the bargain. You just need to assure that whatever you do benefits not only yourself, but one and all. In astrology, Jupiter is also a planet of growth. So when Jupiter turns direct, its position in our natal chart tells us through our horoscope where that growth can come from. Unlike, say, Saturn or Pluto, the growth which Jupiter brings is typically voluntary. We choose to grow via the choices that we make, and the choices we make determines our fate. Nothing is forced upon us. However, this also means that Jupiter's growth opportunities are also easily missed because we are waiting for other people to point it at us. No, we have to actually ignite that passion in ourselves and start working and start becoming decisive and making the choices that we enjoy the most. It is at this point that Jupiter ends its retrograde period that we can feel its influence most keenly. We are all raring to go and improving our future. So, this is a very good time to make sure that we're looking for areas where we can grow and that we stand ready to take those opportunities when we do discover them. While identifying these growth opportunities is not always easy or obvious, but the Jupiter's position in your natal chart will suggest the possible areas. So don't forget to make your natal charts or delve into your natal charts to know where is your Jupiter posited and where is it transiting now. And it's very simple to know where your Jupiter is posited. Now it is transiting Capricorn. So, where is your house of Capricorn and what does it indicate for you is where you have to take the action. A simple do's to do when the Jupiter is going direct in Capricorn. It says, draw on your own strength and wisdom to triumph over the greatest number of obstacles. Be philosophical about life and people, looking through the long lens of your experience. Look back into your experience, see what you need to do, what are the choices that brought you good luck, and that is what you need to manifest now. Act with a view towards long term plans with greater maturity, discipline, determination, dedication laced with humor. Cultivate patience, self discipline, self control, be responsible. Increase the measure of your success by implementing 12-year plans. So don't miss the forest for the trees. Eat regular meals and schedule weekly relaxation exercises. Wear and surround yourself with charcoal and granite grays and dark greens, and you will see that how the positive energies are inculcated even through the colors. And of course, on a lighter note, hanging out with more Capricornians, Virgos, and Taurus will help you be grounded and more focused. So stay tuned for my next video on what does Jupiter direct in Capricorn mean for each sign on the chart wheel. Till then, stay blessed.